right, Kelly. How do you assess the fourth quarter after you watch the first three quarters?
I thought we played 3 quarters of great basketball. They didn't do anything different in the fourth quarter. They tried to pack their zone in the tandem to protect the paint against Promise. And we wanted to execute it on the baseline. We wanted to attack them on the baseline and see if we could get some rips down there. This is a team that, we have some players that can make plays, but when we don't have continuity through our offense, when we don't have trust of just staying with it, then we panic a little bit and we try to do it ourselves. And for 3 quarters, we didn't do it ourselves. We moved the ball around and we created for each other. But the biggest change in the fourth quarter was we didn't get back defensively. And we told them Drake was by far the #1 offensive team in the conference, and we told them that if they didn't get back, that it would be a long night. Their posts were running the hardest. They got ours in foul trouble early. And that's what I thought changed the fourth was their leak outs and us not getting back.
I was going to ask, just as far as that was concerned, not just that, but you think missing shots maybe affects defense a little bit in that regard?
Definitely, but we talked about that. We talked about it. We watched film on it at Belmont because that was the thing that hurt us at Belmont. We missed some shots, and then it was a snowball effect. But what I talked to him about tonight was, hey, we're going to miss some. They're going to miss some, but it shouldn't affect what we do on the other end. And you can't guard. With Drake, you have to guard multiple actions. You take away one thing, the next cutter is coming. And that's why, for as hard as they execute on offense, I think the killer for us was the 21 turnovers and the 22 points off those turnovers. For a non-pressing team, if we valued the basketball tonight, it could have been a different game in the fourth quarter. But when you have transition defense not getting back and turnovers, it'll kill you.
Some of those 21 were unforced turnovers too, right?
Completely unforced. And it was just I don't know if it was fatigue setting in. We had 3 players over 30, right at 30 minutes. But we just lost a lot of the continuity that you saw for most of the game. When we executed, we were getting them in some foul trouble, and I think it hurt a little bit.
How frustrating is a game like tonight from the sense of what you saw out there, 3 good quarters, then that happened? Is it in some ways more frustrating than losing by 56?
No, it's not. It's part of
both. Or is it all the same?
It's not all the same. I think it's part of the journey that we talk about. It's part of building. It's part of getting these young ladies in situations where they have to go through these moments. They have to go through these moments for us to get better, and finding the combination, the right combination. I thought we had that for 3 quarters of the game. I didn't want to call a quick timeout in that fourth. I tried to let them play through it a little bit.
You really tried, didn't you?
I really did, because I thought we could, and sometimes I knew with us having to fight back that we would need those timeouts at the end of the game. But again, just disappointed in our effort to stop the same thing. Well, nothing that they ran tonight is something that we didn't work on. But when you go back to the film and you watch us standing straight up and down, taking a breath, that's when they kill you. You got to stay in the stance and you got to be willing to fight them for 40 minutes. And when we did that, we got some good steals down there. They had 19 turnovers as well. So when we were in our positions, in our lanes and helping, it was good. But you can't relax and then get caught so deep in help, and all of a sudden you're not moving on the airtime, and that grenade is being thrown up, and they're knocking them down.
Is that kind of the point of emphasis going into Saturday now, is to kind of the constancy of what you're trying to do on both ends of the floor and not taking a breath or whatever, not relaxing? Yeah,
that's the thing. I think in the next 3 games, you're going to see the top 3 offensive teams in our league. Drake is 1. You and I just moved in front of us, and we're 3rd. So we can put numbers up, but we got to take them down. 187. Can't give up 187 points or 89 points in 2 games. It's not going to win many. And so we just got to get back and be solid defensively. And I challenged our kids because we had climbed up at one point to 5th in the conference, and we got to get back to just staying in our mode and locking folks down.